Episode 24. The Death of You. I never thought I'd be working a case like this. Usually when someone ends up dead, there's a body on the floor, chalk line, and a name to scribble into my notebook. But tonight it was you. I don't mean someone like you. I mean you. The one sitting there right now, listening to my voice drift out of your radio or phone speaker. They told me you'd be around forever, always tuning in, always sipping whatever kept you going, always laughing at the banter on Fridays to unwind from a week that was too heavy. But when I found you, there was no coffee mug glued to your hand like mine, no soft breathing, no smile left from the last bad joke you heard. Just silence. You spent your life listening to murder mysteries, never thinking you'd star in one. Well, here we are. And I've got questions that need answering. Because whoever killed you is still out there. I arrived on scene just after midnight. The place was quiet, too quiet. Your radio was still on, tuned to the same station. I heard my own voice drifting out into the dark room, echoing off the walls, bouncing back at me like some broken player. It was strange, hearing myself talk to someone who wasn't there anymore. I walked closer, letting my words wash over me from the little speaker. The story I was telling, it didn't matter anymore. You weren't listening. And for the first time, I realized maybe none of us are really listening. Maybe we're all just talking to the dead. There were no signs of forced entry, no fingerprints out of place, just emptiness. People don't realize that silence has weight. It presses down on the walls, fills the cracks in your life with something heavy and cold. I picked up your mug, still warm. Whenever you were drinking, you never finished it. It's funny, isn't it? We spend all our days worried about how we'll die, but when it happens, it's always just another moment cut short. I started asking around. Who would want you gone? Was it the stress that finally got to you? The grind that wore your heart thin? Or did someone decide you'd heard too much? I asked your friends. They said you were the reliable one, the listener. Always there, always quiet, but always there. I asked your enemies. Turns out you didn't have many. That's what makes this so hard to solve. Sometimes the killer isn't a person at all. Sometimes it's time, or silence, or the life you never had the nerve to live. But that doesn't mean I'm giving up. Not on you. My theory? You died because you thought you were safe. You thought as long as you kept listening, kept your routine, nothing bad could happen. But life doesn't work that way. Death loves routines. It knows right where to find you. Maybe it was your heart. Maybe it was your mind. Maybe it was something darker lurking in the static between words, waiting for the right Friday to take you away. Either way, you're gone now. All that's left is this mystery. They say the dead can't hear, but I hope that's not true. Because I want you to hear this. I want you to know that someone cared enough to notice you were missing. That someone saw the empty chair, the cold mug, the silent radio, and someone wondered who you were when you were alive. Because in the end, we're all just stories waiting for someone to listen. Until next time, Detective Billy Armi.
Super creepy, dude. That last part
Scared myself.
where he says, I want you to hear this, and you're talking to the man. That is super creepy, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Scared myself.
Man, dude.
Yeah.
Me too. And I'm all freaked out. I don't even know if I want to do this. Man,
Oh no, this
jeez.
next one's more lighthearted.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next one's more lighthearted, yeah.
Wow. Dude, that was amazing.
That was a good one. That's a dark one. Creepy. Man.